What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. What's going on with y'all, man? I thought I did this video, but I forgot I didn't. I did 5. Bear with me, people. I'm going to cover the WNBA games from last night and tonight. I'm going to watch all of them, and I'm going to give you guys my recap tomorrow. And I got to watch Power and The Boys. So I'll have them reviews for you probably by Monday. Just bear with me. Patreon. I'm going to do a video for you guys too. And I'm going to do something for Rumble. Now, here's the thing. The acolyte thing is that you can tell, like, let's look at X-Men 97, for instance. The reason X-Men 97 worked, the reason why it was a hit, was because the person who created it and wrote it knew about the X-Men. He grew up on the show. He grew up reading the comics. He grew up understanding the lore that was X-Men. Excuse me. The people who are doing Star Wars right now, they don't understand nothing about the Force. They don't understand anything about character development. Even if you didn't know anything about Star Wars, they don't know how to do character development. And to me, this show is a show that should have been like Andor. You should have gave it 12 episodes. This show should have got 12 episodes, and I think it would have been fun because you would have been able to stretch things out. To me, they're just rushing things and trying to get to the main 2 episodes, which is 7 and 8, so then they could just have their big grand finale. And that's not how you make a show. Like I said, when the first 2 episodes came on, I thought they were great. You know, I don't go by what everybody else thinks. I actually watch and do my research on something, or I may hear from people how something may have been, and then I watch it, you know, and then we go from there. So this episode should have been called Trying to Get Osha in Bed. I'm like, is this what you did to May? You came out the water, had your man swinging everywhere. It was like, let me bring you to the Force. It looked like he was trying to force something else. I was like, am I watching an opening scene of a flick? Are we really about to do this? So you mean to tell me, Disney, y'all have a problem. Y'all trying to market the kids, right? Y'all tell us all the time, we're trying to market to the kids. But you got this dude coming out the water, Bucky naked, got her staring at his meat the whole goddamn time. I'm like, what is this? Then once we get past that scene, we actually start to see what he's trying to do. He wants to do the rule of 2. Now, I didn't read all the Star Wars novels. I seen some of the comic books, the Vader ones, and some other comic books that were decent. They weren't all that. they had to do with Luke and Leia and Hans and Chewie after the whole Return of the Jedi thing. Then you had some novels. I didn't read none of that stuff, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I didn't have time to read none of that stuff because I was too busy getting into stuff. You know what I'm saying? I might go back and read it just to get caught up. But what I'm hearing is that Revan put it in some type of crystal. I don't know the name of the crystal, so if you a Star Wars junkie and you want to curse me out about it, F you and your moms and dad. Like straight up. F them for conceiving you. But no. Revan basically gave the idea to Darth Bane about the rule of two. Now, here's what I don't understand. Why do we keep going back to the Jedi? Here's my thing. You showed the Jedi, they're going to investigate. Basically, I think the Jedi had something to do with the killing of the I Don't Need a Man clique, which were the witches. And I think this lady's trying to keep it under wraps. And when she found out Jedi were killed, she wanted to keep it on the low. To me, I don't think they're operating. People keep mentioning Yoda's around and the council, and I don't think they're answering to no council. I think they're doing their moves very covertly, which I have no issue with. You don't have to make everything like George made it. Just make it goddamn good. And this is my problem with Star Wars fans and people in general. It don't have to be like the whole damn thing, but still. I blame Kennedy for this, for bringing up a character that is not even around. Now you're pissing off fans by that. To me, I would have killed May off. I would have killed May off. And kept it moving. You didn't need twins in this movie because it's like, why? Unless one was light, one was dark. But from what I'm seeing is both of them are really dark. Well, one is schizophrenic. She don't know what she want to do 1 minute. Bipolar, I believe. She don't know if she wants to be evil or good, and now she's leaving her sister. Now she back with the sister. It's like, what are we doing? And my thing is, what swayed her that fast to go? They messed themselves up with that. May should have continued operating as the big bad. You should have waited till episode 7 to you should have had her. This is what you should have done. You should have had her to kill all the Jedi she needed to kill, kidnap Osha, and try to turn Osha. And then at that last minute, the boss kills her because it's like, I don't need you anymore. I got Osha here. You brought me what I needed. Gets rid of her, makes her the acolyte. We should have been seeing from the point of view of the Sith. The Sith, to me, is the most interesting group in Star Wars. The Jedi are a bunch of they don't get no ass. They don't get no women. At all. Obi-Wan got some, but then Obi-Wan went back to being a Buddha or a monk. Whatever you call it. Then we see the lady bring out the whip lightsaber. Why would you bring out the whip lightsaber? And why do we keep having these damn bugs? Stop with the bugs, okay? You should have never had the big bad, the Darth, the head whatever Sith guy. I don't even know his name because I done got so disinterested in the show. You should have never had him getting carried away by bugs. You guys basically Ant-Man'd yourself. Ant-Man was bad because you guys never really made it like the hero was in danger. In this whole thing, I've never felt once that the main character was being threatened. The other Jedi dying, that was surprising. They had him break his neck on Disney. I was like, wow, they allow this, but they want to talk about Deadpool not having an R rating like that. It's like, what are we talking? Now this little tracker thing is around. You got Soul, who's been nerfed by the damn writers. They don't need a tracker. To me, they should have just killed the tracker off. The tracker should have just got killed going there. For real. You're a Jedi. You don't need no damn tracker. So Soul was supposed to wait there but left because the tracker told him that's May. My thing is, how you didn't know that was May? People, you can use the Force, but you cannot control the Force. Understand what I'm saying? This man reads minds. He knew where to find Oshat in the beginning, but now all of a sudden they need a tracker. Now, if they brought the tracker, I don't believe May is that strong in where she could hide the Force. Now, if she was able to hide the Force, then yeah, I understand you probably need a tracker to smell for the scent. Because there have been Siths or those working on the dark side who can hide their presence. So the tracker finds him, finds out that's not OSHA, that's May. The tracker, of course, lets him know. I still don't understand. Now, if she's able to conceal her thoughts or conceal the Force, I guess she can, so he couldn't read her mind, or he may have been flustered. I don't know, man. My thing is, they probably brought the tracker because they can hide their Force. So the bad guy basically leaves instead of staying when the Jedi can come get it. So basically I think he's gonna tell us what happened in the next one. I don't think it was his fault, probably. I think what happened is the witches tried to turn or go against him or something. I don't know, man. Whatever. But they go to hyperspace. That's when the one lady with the other Jedis come, and then that's when she pulled out the whip to basically the show merchandising, like, yeah, she got a cool whip and she just hit a bug. It's like, bro, that doesn't make you a badass because you killed the goddamn bug. That don't make you a badass. So now, he entices her to go to the dark side, to show her emotion, to show her strength, like to do it, like to stab him. And that's when she was, that's when she threw him against the damn thing and had the blade to his neck. So now, basically, she puts the blade down. So now he done sweet talked her. Her panties wet at this point. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, she puts the mask on, and we've noticed from the mask that it really doesn't have any sight or anything. That you have to use the force to be able to control movement or sense who's coming, and that's why he was able to cut down all those Jedi, because he's been having training under that, so he's enhanced his force abilities. Now, the person who wrote this or directed it, whatever, produced it, she said it's another Sith. Why would you tell everybody there's another Sith? My thing is, why would you bring out another Sith? Just turn Osha into the Acolyte, have her OP'd, kill Master Soul, kill May, kill the other Jedis that are gonna come, and then kill your master. So now you can assume being the number one Sith around. And then have the other Sith come out of nowhere, which was really the master, and tell her, good job, my new apprentice. And end it off. Hey, that'll be dope. But they ain't gonna do it that way. They gonna do something cheesy or dumb. I already know. But that episode, the only part I liked was between the Sith and Osha. That was it. Everybody else could just die at this point. Everybody could die on this show. I wouldn't even care. You know, if they all get cut down next episode, good. Cut them down. Because I'm sick of May switching up every 2 seconds, and I'm tired of this little tracking thing. He need to die. Soul keeps on harping back to what happened, but we don't know what happened. We're assuming what happens, but it's so bad and dark. Like, just say it already. Just say what you did. You don't have to wait till the end to say what happened. This is why this should have been 12 episodes, because it would have been done a lot better. Because you could have actually told some stories. We wouldn't have had May just switching up that fast. It would have took time for her to switch up. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to do a show with 8 episodes, right? Or 6 episodes, right? Cut all the small talk and bullshit out. Just get to the point. Let's go. Everybody was upset with Kenobi. Kenobi was great. You know why I love Kenobi? Because Kenobi got to the straight goddamn point. We know what it was. You know why Andor or Rogue One was good? Because they did the story precisely. They cut out all the bullshit, all the agenda shit, and they actually got to the point. You were making a show about the Sith. Why are we focused more on the Jedi than the Sith? That don't make no sense. It's just like y'all did with Ahsoka. Y'all did the same thing with Ahsoka. Y'all were focusing on that damn Sabine. You basically killed your show. And then you're going to get mad at the fans when they tell you they ain't like the shit. Because they didn't. I didn't like the ending. The ending was terrible. The beginning, the middle was going good. I loved the part where you brought Anakin back. That was dope. To see Anakin, that exchange, you look young. You look old. And she felt some type of way like, nigga, you called me old? That was dope. And y'all screwed it up. Y'all are so busy trying to create an agenda instead of just make a good ass show. You could put your agenda in there, just make a great show. Like Castlevania, right? For example, you got two gay men on there. They kiss, they do their thing, but that's not the focal point of the story. That's not the focal point of the goddamn story. That's not. Then you got Invincible. The one guy, his friend, his roommate that's gay, they're in there. But do they focus on that? No. The girl who's playing Ocean May, it's not her fault. Y'all got to stop blasting her. Yeah, she made a rap song, which was weird. Why would you make a rap song dissing or whatever? This is new generation shit. I think the whole new generation's soft as hell to me. The women to me are tougher than the men today. It's crazy. But listen, my point is this. This is my point. To make a great show, Kathleen, your problem is you're trying to fight the Star Wars people. You're never going to win with them. You're never going to win with them. Stop trying to force them to like something. Just make your shit, make it good, and then call it a day. That's all you got to do. Call it a day. If they don't like it, make them. If they don't like it, okay, cool. But at the same time, make something good. Because then they'll be like, man, I can't really hate, man. This was good. Like Rogue One, people was blasting Rogue One before it came out. Then when it came out, everybody was like, man, this actually was a good movie. Because you know why? Y'all focus on the good movie. Your issue is you're trying to force people. You're trying to punish. You're trying to force people to like this bullshit you keep putting out there. Listen, if I go to a restaurant and you feed me shit and I tell you it's shit, what you gonna do? You gonna keep feeding the restaurant and people shit? No, you're gonna switch up because these people give you money. These people give you money. These people do whatever it takes to make sure that you're able to continue to put out your movies. Star Wars is about mystery. Star Wars is like Westerns. It's a story. It's mystery. You got your main characters. You don't just focus on characters. See, your problem is you're trying to focus on these goddamn characters. You trying to focus on these characters. You're trying to focus on these characters instead of focusing on the story. And that's not how you write Star Wars. Star Wars is made from writing a story. That's what it is. George Lucas wrote a story that ended up being a classic, because at first nobody liked this Star Wars like that, because I think Sino talked about it, and another guy, I can't think of his name, talked about it. They didn't like Star Wars at first. They made George Lucas add those titles in the beginning because they didn't know what the hell they was watching. So you have to make something where people are like, all right, I mess with that. I understand where you're coming from. You can't keep hitting, and you can't keep forcing stuff down people's throat. If they don't like it, they don't like it. But at least make the story good. Your first 2 episodes were great. Loved them. Those were 3.5 out of 4 to me. If somebody said they ain't like the first 2 episodes, they're hating. Star Wars Theory, Stupendous Wave, they're hating. First 2 episodes was great. Now, third, the only reason I gave it 3.5 is because they killed Carrie-Ann Moss too early. Okay? 3 and 4, 3 really doomed you. You should have never brought 3 out. Should have left 3 away. 4 was okay, but you could have done without 3 and 4. Episode 5, where they were fighting and they were doing their thing, that was dope. That was dope. But 3 and 4 is what killed you. You should have never killed the Wookiee off. You should have never killed Carrie-Ann Moss off. But yo, I got to get out of here, guys. I'll holler at y'all later. Episode 6, I give it 2 out of 4, because I like the scene where she put the mask on and where he was bringing the Force out of her. He was making her be evil. I liked that part, so I give it 2 out of 4. I'm out. Deezy.